Hey everybody, what is going on? It's Lazarus here, back with another MLB The Show 19 video. And today, we're going to be talking about the new Road to the Show trailer that just dropped. And essentially, what we're going to be doing is going over it and analyzing all the stuff that we see in the trailer. As always, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And without wasting any more time, let's get right into it. The very first thing we see in the trailer is the brand new Road to the Show player creation screen. And instead of the old generic usual one we've had for the last 10 years, this time you create your Road to the Show player in their own room. Each little aspect of your character has a different area. For example, the name and number, along with his throwing hand and his batting hand, is represented by having the jersey hung up over a hamper. You choose your player's position at a computer screen that lists all the positions on it, and then you move over to his television to choose your archetype. Now this is a perfect segue into the archetypes, as there's a lot of exciting stuff to see here. Now some of the archetypes that are confirmed just by this trailer alone are Plain Filthy, which is mind-bending, gravity-defying stuff. Flamethrower, which is Arm of the Gods, so you throw hard, essentially. Control Freak, which is described as the Picasso of painting the corners, and actually, we get a new legend announcement here, with Cliff Lee making his return to MLB The Show. He's been retired for a few years, so it's nice to see him back in the game. Then moving on to the offensive archetypes, we have Pure Power, which is upper body strength to sling it and wreck it. Small Ball, which says a nice combo of speed, fielding, and contact. Mr. Utility, which says the ability to play almost anywhere. Rock Steady, which is described as clutch personified both on the field and at the plate. And there also is another interesting thing about this one. The right half of the screen is completely cut off, so we can only see one player that represents it. Now exactly why San Diego Studios would do this is kind of weird, but it's either something they haven't revealed yet, or more than likely a placeholder that they just haven't fixed yet. Now I'm leaning more towards the second option because you could see a little bit of that player model on the right and it looks really generic, so it's just probably something they have to put finishing touches on. And the final archetype they showed off in the trailer is the Anomaly, the rare combo of raw power and speed. Now the best thing about archetypes in the Show 19 is that they no longer limit your player to how good they can be. All caps have been set back to 99 for all of your stats, meaning your player can be as overpowered as you want. All these archetypes do is provide you with a blueprint to how to make your player better. Essentially, they just influence how fast certain attributes go up via your training and your playing. So all the restrictions that were put on in MLB The Show 18 are pretty much gone. So that's a very good thing to hear. Next up, we're going to be moving on to the minigames, which is a new way to upgrade your player. Some of the minigames we see in the trailer are ladder training, PCI training, strength training, which is essentially just your player bench pressing, memorization, box jumping, and finally, burpees. Now based on what we've seen in the trailer, it looks like all these training exercises are going to be used to upgrade your attributes and your caps. And all it's doing is giving you another way to do it, as they're not mandatory. So if you get tired of playing game after game, you can take a break and head on to the gym. Moving on, we have the improvements to dialogue and relationships. A brand new feature that San Diego Studios has put in the Road to the Show this year are the 4 personality types. We have Captain, Heart and Soul, Lightning Rod, and Maverick. And based on this screen here, it appears as if you'll be able to choose 3, with some obviously being more influential towards your character's personality than others. These personality types are going to have an effect when you're talking to other players. As you can see by this screenshot here, this option's better for Captain, this one's better for Heart and Soul, and this one's better for Maverick. So the way you talk to other players is going to be influenced a lot by the type of personality that your player is trying to develop. And now, with the ability to talk to teammates more in the clubhouse, and even text your rivals before a big game, your player is going to be able to show more personality than ever before in MLB The Show. And to be honest, this little dialogue tree here kind of reminds me of something from the Fallout games. So it's very cool of San Diego Studios to implement this into Road to the Show. And you're probably wondering, well, what's the point to all this? Well, the point is, as you progress in these personalities, you'll be unlocking perks to make your player better. And as you talk to your teammates, this will also unlock perks as you get a better relationship with them. For example, here in this screen you can see that there's 3 types of relationships that you could have with your teammates, which is unfamiliar, friendly, and then bro. So depending on how you talk to people, you're going to have different relationships with other players. And this in turn is going to affect how your player is. And finally, the last thing showed off in the trailer was the challenges. Now these aren't too crazy, but they're still pretty interesting. First off, we have dynamic challenges, which occur mid-game during your at-bats. And essentially, all they are just little challenges for you to do to try and get more attribute boosts. Then, we have cap challenges, which you use to increase your player's caps. Now how you do this as described in the trailer is, you decide your goals. So you set them, and then the higher goal you set, if you succeed, then you will be rewarded better with a higher cap increase. So it's very interesting to see how this works as you try to build your 99 everything beast. And before we end the video, there's one more very interesting screen in the trailer that I'd like to point out. At this little ending cutscene with Chris Sale, a thing that says boss challenge pops up, and I'm not sure if that's part of the game or not, but I'm intrigued. Nothing about this is mentioned in the audio for the trailer, but could this be a part of Road to the Show as well? I guess we'll have to wait and see. That's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you're enjoying the MLB 19 content on this channel, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.